Alright. Welcome back to Victoria 3. So, we're here for an actual campaign rather with edits and whatnot rather than raw footage. And we're not going to be playing base game, not by far. I've got 3 mods installed. First is on bids in AI. So, well, revisions of the AI. As well as one with better interest group attractions, just to make them a bit more dynamic. And finally, well, major map changes. Welcome to Divergences of Darkness for Victoria 3. Yep, we've got the dual monarchy of England and France, Scandinavia with Scotland, Burgundy, the Holy Roman Empire with Bohemia, as well as Poland and Lithuania, China's in civil war, various Chinese colonies, and all that. So, for this campaign, well, you might have been able to tell but from the thumbnail, but yeah. Although I technically haven't drawn it yet. Yeah, so let's just get started. Yeah, so Tawantinsuyu starts without the old capital, and that has to change as soon as I can manage. Problem is, I severely lack bureaucracy, so I need to increase that soon. Ooh, gold mines. Well, that's... I'm not sure if I need those right now. I need to set up construction as soon as possible, so... Thankfully, there's already tools, and apparently I already have iron, but I think that's from trade routes. No, I already have iron mines present somewhere. I don't want to build here, because there's minus 50% state construction efficiency. So where are the iron mines already? Oh, they're over here. Big problem, there's not enough infrastructure for much, so I'd rather save it for industry. State mandated. I start with command economy? That's new. Huh, okay, so I want productive buildings more than ever. It's weird to have command economy this early, but I guess that fits with how it worked. It does mean that everything's government run, so... that means that I can't rely on those. Huh. Okay, so that makes things interesting. I did play a short game of this beforehand, but lost interest. Because I really wanted to make a video of this, a series of this, etc., but, well, I just wanted to get a quick idea of how this plays. I did not remember that, though. Okay, so I'm going to need a modern army. Or at least modern enough to fight against New Toledo. My army is smaller and worse equipped, probably. I can look into their actual barracks to see. Okay, so they've got cannon artillery and line infantry, but I don't think they produce enough, because they don't actually have that stuff. They're fighting against New Granada, but Grand Columbia is also fighting. Ah, great, Bjornia hates us. Begin improving relations with you. I'll be smart to do this with everyone around us, just to be sure. Except for New Toledo, because screw them. Right, okay, I think we can get started soon. This location has a lot of infrastructure. How about Colosseum? Coal and sulfur, but nothing else. Okay. The Atacama Desert is a terrible, terrible thing. Well, it has iron. I don't want to deal with that, especially since there is far less infrastructure. So, yep, I guess we're doing iron mines here. Rope maintenance. Probably should do rope maintenance here as well. Construction sector first. Let's get that done first. It should make this transition to iron a little bit quicker in some ways and slower in others. Road maintenance, promote social mobility to ensure that people are able to promote to that. Okay. The Inca. Stratocratic Inca and gender complementarity. Endorse propertied woman. Okay. So Inca have, okay. Appointed bureaucrats, command economy. That's the differences. Okay, interesting. Regular stratocratic. Do any of the other interest groups have anything unique to them? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Excellent. Well, okay, gender complementarity. So, what, do we have property woman? Yes, okay. I mean, I assume it's different from the, yeah, it's not patriarchal, it's gender complementarity. Okay. Interesting. I should also eventually start swapping the wood out for other stuff, but, well, well, it's command economy. I can do what I need to. I can also support more declared interests. I mean, of course I'm going to declare interest down there. That way I can continue to colonize. Right, okay. Finally, I also need to expand the bureaucracy. At some point, so I'm going to have to get a paper mill set up. I should, however, yeah, I can swap the filing cabinets eventually, but I need to have paper set up. Especially since there's a decent amount of administration over here that can help. Not sure why it's this bad. 7 incorporated states, colonial affairs, education, law enforcement, the trade routes, and the generals. Okay. Ooh! This should help keep me safe from Bjarnia. Okay, conservative, liberal party. Let's see here. Does anyone want to... Seriously, the Inca don't want to... okay. Atmospheric engine. I need to start moving towards more efficient extraction. That should help me expand my construction industry dramatically. What was I thinking of? I was thinking of something. Most momentum's going to the Conservative Party anyway. And there's only much I can do with the Liberals for the moment anyway, so... Oh, I finally have the bureaucracy to actually do something. There we are. That's way better. Right. I already have religious schools set up, and I want more bureaucracy in order to better handle that. I am not removing that, nor am I moving away from that. This, however, seems like a good idea. An actual professional army will help me in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. Though I do not actually have need of an armed forces. Being strong. It will still weaken the Inca, which are decent, but not that great. So. $65 power projection, 204. This should be fine, right? Well, I probably should check diplomacy. Granada hates them, Amazoni kind of attitude. Huh. Right. Let's see if they're willing to return the state. I'm the only one here. Okay, so no one else can actually intervene. Excellent. Let's return Arequipa as well. Let's not do any more though. I don't want to start having problems with that. I'm on the Navy screen. Okay. There, that helps. Yep, definitely increase my income. Okay. I don't have the bureaucracy for that. But I probably will. Okay. Start setting up a health system. Oh, I got the capital back. I do kind of wish I went to war, though. There we go. And of course, okay. Of course the coal mine should do that. And of course the gold mine should pick that up as well. Because gold. Ah, I can upgrade my education. Excellent. We have completed our long campaign to secure the ranges for our nation. Settlers are beginning to seek out promising sites from which to establish new towns and exploit the region's natural resources. The Mapuche fought hard and long for centuries to protect their lands from us. Now, at last, they are defeated. The lands of Tawantinsuyu are indisputably ours. Now we must set ourselves to the task of populating and governing what we have won. Struggle for the code. Having secure southern lands, little remains untamed in southern America. Yet the code itself remains a harsh, frigid land that holds the key to controlling the sea lanes between east and west. I'll go for this eventually, though. I will be competing with Bjornia for all this. Also, incorporate. I'm going to have to expand the administration yet again, aren't I? And sooner rather than later. Nope, that's not the alt button. There we are. I would like to get those universities done first. Excellent. I believe I can declare more interests. That's the countries list. And I think it would be best to do the... well, Oceania. I am in an unusually good position to colonize in the Pacific. And the whaling stations would be extremely useful. Oh wait, there's no livestock farms? I thought every state had livestock farms. Okay, now that is interesting. Tonga. But yeah. So that should be good for now. So, I managed to retake Cusco, because they backed down. Cowards. The military is now at almost, well, at 49 battalions. All of them supplied with arms and artillery. Though it might be prudent to eventually start building more barracks so that, well, yeah. The command economy makes things very interesting in that I have even more reason to ensure that to ensure that the buildings remain profitable because I will be paying all the costs of unprofitable buildings. Yeah, probably be best if I were careful. And ensure that whatever change I make, in most cases, not necessarily every case, but most cases, that they end up profitable. I'm going to have to find a need for those dyes, for example. A use for those dyes. I can't afford to expand industries too much. For example, this industry, well... I wonder if it would be better to swap. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah. The lack of infrastructure is causing issues, that I know for sure. But it's not as many as it feels, because, well... The fact that this applies to all of my states, and it will for a while up until I get all of Quito, because Pastaza is not something good crap soon. I know that, so... It's going to take time. And I'm sure I'm going to get an event. Once I take Arequipa as well. Technologically, I am about halfway through age 2, at least in production tech. Mill tech, barely even started. Society, I don't think I even finished tier 1 yet, have I? No, I haven't started on anything in tier 2 outside of realism. But I don't really need that stuff. Not for now. Though I should probably build up the gold mines at some point. Those are important, after all. But I'm working towards the railroad. I'm definitely going to need it. The low infrastructure is causing serious issues. And, well, best way to solve it, as with everything else, lots and lots of effort and time. But I've begun setting up universities. Industrialists are not oh, I'm not going to be able to get the industrialists out of marginalized. I have command economy. Seriously, it requires central planning. Technologically, which is all the way down here. However, it is also historically accurate. The Incas had that. I also finished colonization of Colosseum, thankfully with no one else getting in the way. Bjornia is the only one that could potentially cause problems, but that's with Land's End, which is far less important. The first time I played, Scandinavia decided to start colonizing Colosseum. That was fun. But the university should help me with speeding up my innovation, and while it will cost me money directly, I think I'll have gold mines be set up. And all that. The steel mills are done, I'll start swapping tools to do that. Yep, okay, excellent. I need to start setting up motors. I may save the rest of the universities for later. Yeah, okay. But I should stop here. China's a complete and utter mess. You managed to get its independence. Oceania looks awful. Wow, that's bad. The Ottomans at least still exist. The Aragon's getting invaded by the dual monarchy. I wonder if Russia will ever form. Runst is still around. I always found this country strange. Why would it exist in the first place? Back in the original DoD and Victoria 2. And their culture raises more questions than it answers. Indigenous American heritage, Scandinavian, Han Chinese, and Indigenous North American all in one culture. Really now? How is that supposed to work? At least it means they'll integrate somewhat okay-ish with Vinland and King Koi once cultural exclusion is reached. But still, the concept in and of itself is really strange. I've also, yeah, law changes, professional army, charity hospitals, abolish serf. Serfdom was already abolished. Per capita taxation, landed voting. Elections are part of the fun, after all. No, institutions are going to be interesting. Yeah. At the very least, this should fill up with Quechua. And to a lesser degree, Aymara, but... Yeah, primary cultures? No, Aymara is not actually a primary culture. Religious traits. Inti. Well, I don't think there's going to be ever any reason to jump to freedom of choice. But yeah, that's for long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.